Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this Crystal Connections video where we're exploring the crystal Botswana Agate. Now Botswana Agate, obviously found in Botswana, was formed over thousands of years of volcanic activity. Slow moving lava has slowly created these beautiful layers on it, which has created one of the most beautiful agates in the world. Now when it comes to agates generally, they are very calming and soothing. But the interesting combination of the brown and the soft pink colours that we find in this crystal and the fact that it's agate gives it some really powerful traits. And in this video, we're going to dive deep on a humble crystal that doesn't get too much attention, but could be helping you in many different ways each and every day. Botswana agate was formed from volcanic action, and then slowly over time it has become hard stone. So that translates to helping you maintain your fiery energy, but keeping it solid within. This is really good for helping you maintain your passion, your drive, your enthusiasm. It's also really good for making sure that you don't lose your energy throughout the day, not just in a physical sense, but also on an energetic level as well. Do you ever find that sometimes you wake up in the morning and then some twat annoys you and you have an outburst or you get angry at your partner and you end up losing and depleting almost all the energy in your inner battery? You know, you were feeling really good and now you're flat again type of thing. Well, Botswana agate is grounding and helps you to maintain that. So when there are things around you that are irritating you, you don't kind of lose and kind of have these little holes in you almost kind of are leaking all this energy out. It helps you to stay centered, calm, and when people that in the past used to kind of annoy you, it just allows you to kind of breathe and gracefully go on and not allow them to suck your energy. Allows you to keep you very, very centered. And so this one can be a really good one if you find that other people and how they're behaving, what's happening around you really throws you. Try keeping Botswana agate either worn over your chest, over your center, or in your pocket. And you'll find that it really keeps you from losing your cool, letting other people have an influence on how good do you feel each and every day. As you work with Botswana agate, you'll find that you start to get the stability and almost a maturity. It's a really good crystal for helping to ground you and make sure that you don't kind of take stupid risks and end up getting yourself in danger. It has this real comforting energy about it, and it's sometimes nicknamed the sunset stone. It helps people get through dark, lonely nights. Maybe you're at home by yourself once, or maybe you've just broken up with a partner. Maybe feeling lonely in just the dark of the night and being by yourself gets really lonely. Botswana agate will help to ground you. It almost reminds you of the cyclical nature of life and the universe, and things end and come back, and just as the sun has set, it will also rise in the next morning as well. That can be in reality, but also metaphorically as well. Whenever you've gone through a time when there has been a sunset, something's come to an end, Botswana agate will help to give you that strength to get through that tough time, and when there's a new sunrise, a brand new day, and a new stage of your life. Three or four times a year, Mercury goes into retrograde. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't mean that the planet actually starts flying backwards through the sky. It's just because of the position of Mercury, planet Earth, and the Sun, it looks like it does start going backwards. When this happens, whatever planet that is happening to it, in this case Mercury takes its influence away from the Earth, and we're kind of left to our own devices, like the parents leave us at home by ourselves for the first time. Now, Mercury is normally giving us and looking after communications, travel, details, intellect, learning, and all those types of things. So when it goes into retrograde, those energies are taken away from the Earth. That is why we have communication breakdowns. That is why electronics can sometimes play up. That's why we have to be careful with travel and little short trips and all those types of things. It's not a good time to sign contracts in general. What happens during Mercury retrograde is a lot of people get a little bit thrown off by this. This is a time to see how well we're doing by ourselves, and some people don't do okay when parent Mercury isn't there. This can definitely be a stressful time on planet Earth, and some of us can get really quite thrown by other people losing their losing the plot all around us and that type of thing. Whenever Mercury is in retrograde, I recommend Botswana Agate. Pop it in your pocket. It'll help to keep you grounded and centered and calm amongst all the chaos around you. Combine that with a blue crystal over your throat chakra to make sure that you continue to communicate clearly, and you'll cruise through Mercury Retrograde. Mercury Retrograde is meant to show us where we're not up to scratch, where we're failing, where there's lack of communication skills, or where we're not being organized enough, or where we haven't learned a lesson. This is a great time for learning. So stay grounded, communicate clearly, notice where there's a problem, fix it, grow, evolve, ascend. Easy as that, and Botswana Agate will help you. Botswana Agate is awesome for people who get easily upset or offended by other people. It helps to ground them back in their own life and worry about what they're doing and stop worrying about what the other people are saying. It's also a really great crystal for children or teenagers that get easily hurt when they're teased playfully or that type of thing, or are kind of a bit prone to peer pressure and being subjected as well. Anyone who is oversensitive can really benefit from Botswana Agate. It's also really good for people that are oversensitive and don't like to be touched and that type of thing. Being, intimacy is a beautiful experience of the human condition and the human experience, and Botswana Agate allows us to really enjoy that as well. The other thing that Botswana Agate can help with is if you tend to get a bit upset because your partner or other people in your life aren't as spiritually inclined as you are. Often we kind of start going, oh, well, they're not as centered as me, they're not as evolved as me, and we kind of feel a bit of a segregation. And as a spiritual person, we should be growing together with people, not growing apart from them. Botswana Agate can help you to see the virtues of those relationships. People that question your spirituality help to keep you grounded, that you don't fly off with the fairies and that type of thing. So if you're starting to get a bit despondent or disappointed that your partner's not into crystals or essential oils or spirituality like you are, then be grateful for that. And Botswana Agate will help you to see the virtues of the relationship rather than the pitfalls. Botswana Agate is great for helping to release any bad habit that is counteracting having a healthy lifestyle. If you smoke, if you tend to drink too much, if you use drugs and you become addicted to them, either recreationally or pharmaceutical drugs or any other bad habit, rely on Botswana Agate to help to support you. Work with it each day to ground you, and sit at the start of the day, hold it against your chest and repeat to yourself, I honour my body. I honour my body. And start to feel that strength and that resilience that you'll be able to make choices that are honouring your body. Another great way to back this up is to put a bit of Botswana Agate in some water and leave that overnight, and then drink that water the first thing in the morning and bring that energy through your body. This is called a crystal elixir. You can't do it with all crystals, but with Botswana Agate, you'll be absolutely fine doing that. This will bring that energy of resilience and steadfastness and honouring your body through your entire body and help you to kick that habit as well. Now, if you'd like to combine it with another crystal, amethyst is renowned for helping people that are addicted to alcohol. And jet is really good for other bad habits as well. So if you need to have something in your hand during the day to fiddle with, like smokers, then I really like to work with jet for smoking as well. So Botswana Agate is a good overall one. Pair it with amethyst for alcohol, and if you need something in your hands or to fiddle with or to keep you entertained like smokers do, then jet is really, really good for that. Before you do anything major with your Botswana Agate, you definitely want to cleanse it. Now, the ideal place to cleanse it would be near some volcanic activity or near a volcano, there right on the earth. Now, we can't always get to that kind of place, so that's when you'd use either the element of fire if you want to bring out the more determined nature or the more resilient nature of Botswana Agate, or if you're looking to feel a bit more grounded and nurtured, then I'd look at cleansing it with the element of earth. Now, you can also bring in some amazing other gifts that really work well with Botswana Agate. I love working with essential oils, and there's an ideal one that really teams perfectly, and it's known as Arbor Vitae. Now, this is the oil from the big western red cedarwood trees that grew up in northern United States and up in Canada as well. The oil in this tree is so thick in the trunk that nothing will eat into it. Insects don't bore into it and it won't even rot. Even when it falls over, it stays there strong and resilient. That trait from that tree is passed on to its essential oil. And remember before we were talking about being resilient, not allowing other people to drain your energy or zap your energy or steer you off your path? Well, using Arbor Vitae can really help with that. It's amazing during Mercury retrograde. So, anoint yourself in Arbor Vitae as you wear your Botswana agate or pop it in a diffuser. And make a crystal cauldron, one of my favourite things to do. Pop a couple of tumbled stones of Botswana agate in your diffuser, a couple of drops of Arbor Vitae, and you've got a real resilient, strengthening blend there. And that crystal energy is diffused around the room as well. Now, animal guides can come and present their wisdom and how they thrive in the world. An animal guide to try connecting with when you're working with Botswana agate is a warthog. Now, warthogs are very resilient and very powerful and will fight for what they need to do and, get in there. And they also like to dig in and get to the bottom of things and really find the truth. I found that warthog comes up and gives some really interesting insights when you're working with your Botswana agate. So what you can do is you hold your Botswana agate in the hand that you do not write with. Close your eyes, pop a drop of Arbor Vitae in your other hand. Inhale that in, see yourself in a place of nature, and then a warthog comes in. Ask the warthog, what knowledge do you have to give me? And allow them to share that with you. Now, astrologically, I've found that linking Botswana agate to Mercury is really good, and that's why it works really well with that Mercury retrograde. Now, Mercury rules the day Wednesday, so Wednesday is your power day, the best day to work with Botswana agate. Botswana agate is a rather affordable crystal that's often there and sometimes gets overlooked because of its dull colours of brown and soft pinks. Have you got some in your collection? How do you use it and what have you noticed from it? Please share with our crystal loving community and leave a comment in the section below. Remember, while you're hovering down below this video as well, check out the subscribe button and hit the notifications as well. And every time you do that, another angel gets some wings. No, I'm joking, but it makes me smile. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.